because the communication, the way of communication and the means of communication is very familiar with our surroundings. So we are very familiar with these words. How? Because we use communication to transfer our knowledge or ideas or our feelings one person to another. So we use communication, different kinds of communication. We use different ways to communicate our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas from one person to another. Right? Yes. How? We use different mediums for communication. And why we need communication? Because we wanted to express or we wanted to share our ideas and knowledge and our thought, our feelings from one person to another. Because of that, we use communication. Actually, communication is the process of conveying message to others, conveying our message, our feelings, our thoughts, our ideas. We convey to one person to another. That is known as communication. So, in checking our histories, in our book histories, we know that the earliest people, they are food hunters, right? And also we use in that period of time, they also use some kind of signals, sounds, body languages for communication. They also wanted to communicate or they also wanted to share their thoughts, ideas in others, or they wanted to inform that in such things. So they also use some kind of voice and some kind of signals and some kind of body languages. And after the years, they use some kind of paintings. They use some kind of signs, some kind of symbols for use making communication. So that is the history of our communication period. And also the years to passes, the communication way is changed. They implemented such particular language, libis, and also they use libis to transport to communication for the communication purpose. And also they join such kind of pictures in caves, in rocks, etc. They also, because of that, or also they wanted to communicate in such ways. Okay, so after that, the invention of medias, the invention of manuscripts, that is inscriptions, manuscripts. They are the base form of our newspapers. So they written in such ideologies or ideas in rock or the metal surface, that is known as inscription. And after that they use manuscripts. What do you mean by manuscripts? Manuscripts, we know that in the leaves of some palms, leaves they use to write some things, their information. That is known as manuscript. Also they use this kind of information for communication. These are the past of our communication. After that, the invention of such different kinds of media. We use different media for communication. What are the most important mass media or the media we use for communication? First one, we use newspaper. Alright? Yes, we use newspaper for communication. Another one is television or TV. Television. We use television for communication. We get enough information from television. And another one is radio. Radio and some kinds of magazines and other that now we are using internet. Like that is we know the social medias. We use WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. We use lot of social medias for sharing our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas to one person to another. Actually, we are responsible for our society. If your society have office and take so many days and reach that particular person. And after that we use phones, telephones, landlines, we use it that because that is make very simple communication. Because if you want to say we are living in Kerala, our relative lived in Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and any other places, when we need to get phone or take a call, right? Yes, we want to share their information with each other. They use phones. And after that, the invention of mobile phones, that is also created huge change of communication. Now we have internet. If you want to watch a live show, we can watch that kind of live show in our home. How? The use of technologies. The use of technologies. So the technologies, the use of technologies will completely change our communication system. It's a huge, it's a rapid increase in our communication sector. How? The use of technologies. The use of technologies. How we use these kinds of technologies. For example, if we have satellites and cables. Satellites and cables. We use these kinds of satellites to connect in the signals. And if the cricket match held in the Melbourne or England or any other places, so we want to watch it in the live show in our home. So we can. How? Because of this satellite system. Because of this satellite system. So that is the technology. That is the modern technology. So in our world, now the world is perfectly to doing with this communication. Now also we use these kinds of media, the mass media, for communication to one person to another. The advertisements also factor in our life, and also we are each these persons are also included in our social issues. How? Because of these kinds of social medias and mass medias. And we get enough information and enough knowledge about some kind of social issues. From where? From television, radios, newspapers, articles, etc. So we use communication for sharing our better lives, our thoughts and our information. Okay. So the satellites have made communication even faster. I already told that because in TV, when the cricket match or any kind of shows, now we are seeing the live news, right? Live news. How? Because of the satellites. The use of satellites and the technologies. That is, we increase the change of our communication sector. Communication sector. Okay, clear. So these are the most important features of what the communication of social medias. And also how we use the satellites for making a collection of data. And these kinds of satellites is also used to oil explosions, survey of forests, underground water and mineral weather forecast and disaster warning. For example, in our news, after the news time, we know that the weather condition, the news in the news channels reporting the weather condition. How they get that particular weather condition is correct? That is the real world. So that is the difference. And now we are all connected, all people are connected with kinds of electric devices. And also we use emails and mobile phones, cell phones or internet not only provides with the worldwide information and interactions but also made our life more comfortable. Yes, because now the lockdown period, most of the people are enjoying or live with the internet. Without internet now we are zero, right? Yes, that is the current situation. So we use internet. We get enough knowledge, information, and also we all use these kinds of internet and these kinds of facilities for communication. These kinds of facilities for communication. Okay. So these are the main features of communication. These are the main features of our communication. And look at your textbook, page number 53. What shows that map? What is that? World major seaports and airports. In our previous class, we also discussed about the means of transport, right? Means of transport. In that way, we discussed about waterways and airways, right? And in this map shows the worldwide sea and LMS. Look at this. In the straight red line that shows air routes, and the black dot shows the major sea and airports, and the dot blue and red lines shows that the sea routes. So look at this, we have a large number of air routes, right? This is our continent Asia. In Asia we have air routes with North America and Africa, and Australia, and near continents. We have the near continents and also the sea routes of Arabian, Mumbai, Colombo, Chennai, Singapore, Jakarta, Drain and Tokyo, Osaka, Manila, Hong Kong, and these are most important, our most important ports in our Asian countries. And what are the major sea and air routes? For example, in India, we have Mumbai, Kolkata, Karachi, New Delhi, right? Amritsar, Chennai, have these kinds of major cities and airports. In Sri Lanka, there are only one, that is Colombo, right? And another in Asia, we can see Tehran, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Dhaka, Beijing, Oman, Moscow, etc. Istanbul, etc. So this is the map showing world major seaports and the airports. Okay, so this is our chapter, and this chapter only deals with human environment, settlement, transport, and communication. What is the most important features of human environment? Because environment is the base of our life. All living things are dependent on our surroundings or our environment. And what do you mean by settlement? Settlement is one place we want to live in such place, or we build a proper house for living in, that is called settlement. Settlement can be divided into permanent and temporary. What do you mean by permanent settlement? If you want to live in a place for a long time, that is permanent. As if we live in some places in short period of time, that is temporary. And also we divided in our settlement life with rural and urban settlements. Rural settlements also, it's suitable for environment because they are mostly farmers, fishing and craft persons, etc. So they are doing such kind of work, so they live such kind of life. Okay, so that is it. Then permanent and temporary. And also the settlement can be divided into another two: rural and urban. Rural and urban settlement. Rural and urban settlement. Okay. So the settlement, the first thing that is settlement can be divided into permanent and the temporary. And also we can divide in the rural and urban settlement. The next one is transport. We have four means of transport, which are the road. Road can be classified into two: metal, non-metal. Metal and non-metal. Next one is rail. Rail. Okay. And the third one, that is air, water. Waterways. Waterways can be classified into two: inland waterways and sea roads. Okay, inland waterways and sea roads. Next one is airways. Airways is the main important feature, that is the fastest means of transport. Fastest means of transport. Okay. Railway means airways, that is the fastest means of transport. And also the roadway we use for short distance. We use short distance. And railways we carry people and heavy goods. For long distance, quickly and cheaply. Quickly and cheaply. Okay, quickly and cheaply. And the waterways also divided into two. And the airways, the another feature of airways, that is most expensive. Most expensive. Okay, so these are the concepts of the chapter. And the third one, that is communication. That is communication. So we use mass media like TV, newspaper, radio, internet, and we also use social media. So these are the main concepts of our chapter, of this chapter. Okay, clear? of railways. What is the merits of railways? Carrying heavy goods and people for a long distance. How? Quickly and cheaply. Very quickly and cheaply. These are the two merits. What do you understand by communication? What do you mean by communication? Communication is the process that two people or one person to another to inform or gives the information or knowledge or ideas kind of things. That is known as communication. What is the mass media? What do you mean by mass media? TV, radio, and internet also known as the mass media. Okay, it's included in mass ways. Okay, so most of the people are using these kinds of medias. And check the correct answer, which is not a means of communication. Telephone, books, table. Correct. It's very simple. Which type of road is constructed under the ground? Under the ground, that is known as subways. The option C, subways. Which mode of transport is most suitable for reach in island? Ship, train, car. Ship. Island is surrounded with water, so we use waterways. That is, we use ship. The fourth one, which vehicle does not pollute the environment? Which vehicle does not pollute? Most of that is most importantly air pollution and environment pollution is badly affected. Increasing the number of vehicles also badly affecting our environment. Okay, so cycle, bus, aeroplane is cycle because it's not producing carbon monoxide, it's not create a loud noise and air pollution. So we choose cycle. Massive following, internet. Areas where people are engaged in the manufacturing, trade, service, closely built areas of houses on stilts, inland waterways, means of communication. So the internet is the means of communication. Canal route. Canal route is some kind of inland waterways, that is canal route. In urban areas, that is the areas where people engage with manufacturing, trade and services. And the compact settlement. Compact settlement is closely built area to the houses, that is compact. Okay, clear? We give reason today's world is shrinking. What? Situations. That is the situation of our world. Okay. That is the main questions of us. Actually, the exercises is very simple. You can do it yourself, and I will send the notes and the next time. Okay, so these are the main concepts of our chapter